Don't blame my monsters for your defeat. Blame me!
Hey everyone, it's mekklord, and what you're thinking? Mekklord, you silly goose! This is not Duel Links, what are you doing? But hear me out on this one. Sometimes I play Master Duel too. Right? It is a pretty fun game, except for this card exactly, that turns what should be fair and intense matches into do I have the Ash / Cold Buy / Crossout Designator, or do I just pass my turn and get a TK next turn? That's basically what it devolves to. But there is an event currently going on in Master Duel. I don't know if it will still be going on by the time I post this video. Oops. Called the Fusion / XYZ Festival, in which you can only play decks that fusion summon and or XYZ summon. And I thought, you know what? That's the perfect opportunity to go back to an old love of mine, springans. So springans is an archetype of like machine monsters, except Kit. Kit is there, but it's a beast monster. She's just taking a break from the Tri-Brigade stuff, which is funny because I also played a lot of Tri-Brigade in the TCG. Anyway, machine monsters that basically care about XYZ summoning. A lot of them are level 4, so they can go into various rank 4s, Redoer, Bagushka, Gigant X. But you also have a couple of like new cards since the last time I played the deck in Master Duel. We have Branded and High Spirits. I don't know if this card was already available. I think it was already there when I played Springans in Master Duel. Like, when of our Springans video? Holy shit, it was 7 months ago. But we already had Branded and High Spirits. We used to play the 3, now we only need the 1 copy. Because we're only playing 2 kits as well. So we basically just need to get to Branga, which we can then toss with the Branded and High Spirits. So we can also get rid of the Sprint the Iron Dash, so we can summon a Captain Sargas in the end phase and get a search with Branga for any Springans card, probably Blast, which basically is just a what's it called? What's the card called? A Fiendish Chain, but only for this turn. And then we got some actual new toys in Therion King Regulus, which works with all machines. That we can also search with Gigantic Champion Sargas, which is an XYZ monster that I think it's the first XYZ effect monster that doesn't have to detach material in order to activate its effect. It can add any Springans or Therion cards from deck to hand, including the newest piece of support, Talio Springans, which is just insane. It's basic. At worst, it's a Rota, right? It's a quick play Rota. But at best, it can special summon up to 3 Springans from your hand or graveyard as you activate it, which just an insane card, just an insanely good card in my opinion. So yeah, that's pretty much the deck. We're also playing, you know, the classic Master Duel package. We're playing Infinite Impermanence because a lot of people are actually trying to play this event. We're playing Alpi's Feather Duster because a lot of people are actually playing stun decks this event. And on XYZ suit, it's composed of like Redoer, which is really cool, Gallant Granite, we can search Nibiru, we got Vespenado, so we don't just sit on a GGX that doesn't do anything. We got the Utopic Drake of Future that I don't think I've actually ever been into. We got Zeus, which is insane, and my Duel Links favorite. So I have a really cool game to show you. Hope you enjoy it. Alrighty, so this replay will have me start with the worst possible opening hand. We got 2 Infib, 1 Nibiru, Talio, which I'm going to use as a Rota for Kit that I'm going to have to normal, get a Branded and High Spirits, and put the Nibiru back. I don't think I'm going to need it. Branded and High Spirits, revealing Branga to send a Sprint, and send the Branga for another kit that I'm then going to be able to special summon, which is pretty cool. And I'm going to be able to XYZ summon into Merrymaker. Merrymaker here is going to send Rocky to the grave. Rocky is going to attach itself as material, so that I can... Oh, Branga is going to attach itself as well. I think that was a mistake. In retrospect, I should have kept the Branga in grave and banish it to search literally anything. Probably a booty to get the watch. Anyway, I'm going to get to Gigantic Champion Sargas. Gigantic Champion Sargas, which is going to get me a Blast, set 3 and pass. Definitely not the greatest. So this is my end board, right? I have 1 destruction by detaching a material from Sargas. I have another destruction or bounce, depending on what I choose, when an XYZ material is detached from the Sargas. So basically I have 2 disruption that pretty much happen at the same time. and 2 Inthip and 1 Blast. So, you know, could have played this one better. I probably should have went for the keep the Branga in Grave, and actually wouldn't have worked because unless I had banished the Rocky as well, so they would have had to banish Rocky and Branga to search the Springans watch into Golganda. Watch or Booty, both of them work. You have like 6 terraforming in this deck, and then pitch a. No, you don't have a Springans in my cards in my hand anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to go into anything else. So maybe that was the best play in retrospect. I don't know. It was definitely a tough hand to navigate, but that's a pretty decent end board. You know, not the best, but not the worst. So my opponent is going to reveal that they're on branded. Branded, by the way. Why would you play something so boring? Anyway, they're going to go for Titanic Lad, the Ash Dragon. Right, and Titanic Lad is an effect, apparently, which says that it gains a bunch of attack, and then they're going to use this, and they're going to go into the battle phase directly. So I'm going to detach in order to pop, and then they're going to super poly, because of course they have the super poly in hand already. Can't respond to that, so that's just gonna happen. And they're going to fuse my own guy to make Mirror Jade. Sargas is going to pop the Titanic Lad, and then they're going to activate the Mirror Jade effect, but they have the Springans Blast for this, which, you know, I actually got value up of the Springans Blast. So I'm pretty happy about this overall. Woo! I'm still going to get over the Sargas because, well, he has 2800 defense. Probably should have made his booty a little bit bigger. Titanic Lad is going to get the fun of all that. Do you know this card's name was Bastard? I think that's really funny. Anyway, what's Albion doing? Oh, they're gonna set a branded spell trap directly from deck. They're gonna set branded in red because, of course, they are. It's just Duel Links, baby. Play against branded, not Duel Links. What am I saying? Master Duel. I thought Springans Watch because I'm good at the game, which is going to get me the field spell. That unfortunately doesn't do much because I don't have any cards in hand except Branka is going to banish Spriggan's Kit in order to get me a Spriggan's Brother, which I'm then going to be able to pitch in order to special summon an Explorer. I want to summon the Explorer in order to threaten me using it to, you know, get rid of stuff. They're going to be able to special summon a branded monster. They're going to activate the Mirror Jade really quickly here because they're scared. I'm going to be able to infib the Mirror Jade. They're going to brand it in red in order to special summon the Albus back and go into a fusion monster. And what am I? That's an insane chain. That's an insane 5 chain, you know. And they're gonna go into Guardian Chimera, triple fusion for Guardian Chimera, and the Infid resolves into nothing. Mirror Jade banishes my Explorer, and then Brendan Regain is going to summon Pizza Hut, and then Springans Brother is going to special summon the Merrymaker from my graveyard. Guardian Chimera is going to be able to pop a lot of stuff, and then they're going to be able to get a search in the end phase. I don't forgot what this does, and then they're going to be able to draw a card, and then I'm going to be able to infib impermanence. That's another form chain. That's insane. This is the kind of games that I actually like in Master Duel. There's a lot of back and forth. Even though I'm playing the weaker deck of the two, I'm still not out of this game. Anyway, Sargas is going to attach itself as material to Merrymaker. Rocky is going to attach itself as material to Merrymaker. And then you know what's going to happen? Brother is going to attach itself to material as well. And then we are going to go into Gigantic Champion Sargas number 2. And then we're going to be able to search the Tally-Ho Springans without detaching, by the way. We're going to detach 3 with the Talio in order to get a pedal. I wasn't sure what to get here. And we're going to special summon 3 from grave, Rocky, Brothers, and pedal. Rocky is going to be able to have the Foco Springans back to hand, and Sargas is going to be able to bounce the Guardian Chimera. Kit back to hand is going to be able to special summon itself. We're going to go into Gear Gigant X with the 2 machines that I have, and then I'm going to be able to detach Rocky in order to get another Rocky. Then I'm going to be able to normal because I haven't used my normal yet. Then we're going to go into Time Thief Redo, and then I'm going to tribute the pedal in order to bring back the Sargas from grave, and then Gigant X is going to become a Vesperado, and that's a lot of bodies on board. So I'm just going to go battle. I'm just going to punch his face, and that's not lethal, but it is pretty close to lethal. So I'm feeling pretty confident about this game. Then I should have went for a Cowboy, but I forgot to put it in the extra deck. Anyway, Redoer is going to attach a fucking Despian Tragedy. He is going to be able to normal summon the Albaz, use it as a fusion material. I'm going to pop it with Sargas, but then I'm going to brand it red once again. And Redo is just going to fuck up at this one. Redo is gonna go do their own stuff. You know, so Redo is out of here. Redo is out of there. Redo is leaving. Redo is leaving the stage. They're going to bring back another Albaz so they can fuse into Libelion. I don't think Libelion does anything here. But Sargas is not going to pop anything. They're going to be able to draw a card. Wait, what's this effect? I didn't read. Take it over the monster, plus on bottom of the deck, you do draw a card. Okay, they're going to draw a card. This also, because Master Duel replays is something else. Because I detach a material, I'm also going to be able to Sargas the Libelion, and I'm just going to Gungolda the Libelion because it's funny. Sargas is going to pop the Regained because I don't want them drawing a card. And I forgot about the Tragedy Engrave. Oopsie. They're just going to pass though, so it doesn't really matter. Redo is going to come back. They are sitting on a 3000 body, which I'm not necessarily able to beat over that easily. I'm just going to detach in order to draw one, and then going to bounce this thing back in hand. And I'm just gonna flex at this stage, right? Because I've already won the game. I have lethal on board. I think there's a branded fusion sitting back there. I don't really care. I'm just gonna attach a bunch of material to the Merrymaker, and then I realized that I don't have a third Sargas. That already went through both of my Sargases. So there was really no point to this. I'm gonna get the Springans Booty, which is also a terraforming, but also has another effect. I don't know if you knew about that. Anyway, I'm gonna get to go into Utopic Future, so then I can go into Utopic Draco Future, and yeah, that's just me flexing and doing my quests. You know, I'm gonna get Therion Regulus. Regulus? How do I call this card? Therion Regulus. That's what it's called. Sometimes my English isn't good. Just gonna be able to detach a material from the Sargas in order to get at the Tally-Ho, and then set to, and it's lethal. Woo! So that was one of the games of all time. Very interesting showcase of what Springans can do. Very interesting showcase of how fast I can talk. And basically the reason why I decided to actually buy Springans, and I'm gonna be playing it in the TCG. So yeah, that's why I made this video. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not planning on making a lot more Master Duel content. Unless you really want that, let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in more Master Duel stuff. But yeah, that's basically just a showcase of like one of the coolest decks that I think you could be playing, but don't actually play it because I'm the one that's gonna be playing it. To keep it budget, because I'm not gonna like spend $100 for Prosperity, you cut the 3 Maxis and you replace them with 2 copies of Nibiru, and then you have to cut 1 of the fucking Called By, and Crossout is probably not good in a format where Maxi isn't legal. And you replace this stuff with more Springans, probably. You get to play Terraforming though. I think Terraforming is still banned in Master Duel, right? Terraforming is still banned in Master Duel. That's the funniest thing ever. Terraforming is banned because they did not want to actually hit blue cards. Isn't that funny? Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Take care everyone, and I'll see you guys and gals and non-binary pals next time.